One sunny morning, four best friends met in the park. Betty the bear, Lily the bunny, Max the bear, and Rose the rabbit were holding colorful balloons. Today is special, Benny shouted happily. Suddenly, the balloons started to glow. They lifted the friends gently into the air. Whoa! We are flying! Lily laughed. As they floated above the trees, the balloons showed magic pictures in the sky. Pictures of kindness, sharing, and friendship. Max helped Rosie hold her balloon tighter. Friends always help each other, he said. When they landed softly back on the ground, the balloons slowly disappeared. But the joy stayed in their hearts. From that day on, they knew one thing was true. The next morning, the friends ran back to the park. Do you think the balloons will come back? Rosie asked softly. Just then, a small blue bird flew down and dropped a shiny star on the ground. The star began to glow and pointed toward the forest. Let's follow it, Lily said excitedly. Inside the forest, they found a little squirrel crying. His balloons were stuck high in a tree. Oh no! I can't reach them, the squirrel said. Without thinking, Benny and Max worked together. Rosie encouraged them, and Lily cheered. Together, they saved the balloons. Suddenly, colorful balloons appeared again in the sky. They floated down and gently surrounded the friends. The blue bird smiled. You passed the bird said. Magic returns to those who help others. The friends hugged and laughed, knowing their friendship had grown even stronger. And high above them, the balloons sparkled brighter than ever. That evening, the sky turned pink and purple. The friends sat together, watching the sunset. Suddenly, boom! A dark cloud appeared above the park. All the balloons in the sky began to fall. What's happening? Max asked nervously. From the cloud came a sad, lonely wind spirit. No one believes in magic anymore, it whispered. Lily stepped forward bravely. We believe, she said. We share, we help, and we stay together. Rosie held Benny's paw. Our friendship is magic, she smiled. The friends joined hands. Their hearts began to glow, red, blue, yellow, and green. A bright light filled the sky. The dark clouds slowly disappeared. The wind spirit smiled for the first time. Thank you, it said. Magic lives where kindness lives. Suddenly, hundreds of colorful balloons rose into the sky again, brighter than ever. The park became full of laughter, light, and joy. And the friends knew. As long as they stayed together, magic would never fade. The next day, the park was quieter than usual. The balloons were gone again. Suddenly, a small gray balloon rolled across the ground. It looked sad and broken. Hello, Rosie whispered. The balloon slowly changed into a tiny cloud with ease. My magic is fading, the cloud said. I need true joy to survive. The friends looked at each other. We know how to help, Benny said. They began to play, running, laughing, dancing, and singing together. They shared their toys and helped others in the park. Children from everywhere joined them. The gray clouds started to glow. Colors returned: red, blue, yellow, green. You did it, the cloud laughed. Joy makes magic stronger. With a pop of light, the cloud turned into dozens of colorful balloons. They flew high into the sky, spreading happiness everywhere. The friends waved and smiled. They learned something very important that day. That night, when everyone was asleep, something magical happened again. A soft golden light filled the park. The balloons returned, but this time, they were whispering. Help us, help us. The friends woke up and ran outside. The balloons are calling us, Lily said. Suddenly, a strong wind lifted them into the sky once more. They flew higher than ever before, above clouds, stars, and moonlight. Up in the sky, they saw a broken balloon land. Many balloons were gray and sad. They lost their happiness, said a gentle star. Only true friends can fix this. Benny stepped forward. We are ready. Each friend shared something special. Benny shared courage. Lily shared kindness. Max shared laughter. Rosie shared hope. Slowly, the balloons began to change color again. But suddenly, a large shadow appeared. You cannot finish this, the shadow growled. The friends held hands tightly. Together we are stronger, they said. A bright light exploded across the sky. And then everything became quiet. The bright light slowly faded. The friends opened their eyes and looked around. They were still in the sky, but everything was silent. The dark shadow stood in front of them. It looked tired, not angry. Why are you stopping the magic? Rosie asked gently. The shadow sighed. I was once a happy balloon, it said. But I was forgotten. No one played with me anymore. Lily stepped closer. You don't have to be alone. Benny smiled and held out his paw. Come play with us. The shadow began to shake. Cracks of light appeared inside it. Max laughed and started dancing. Rosie clapped her hands happily. Slowly, the shadow changed into a big, beautiful rainbow balloon. I remember now, the balloon said. Friendship. Joy. Love. The sky filled with color again. The broken balloon land started to heal. But the star whispered softly. One last thing is needed. The friends looked at each other. What could it be, they asked. Suddenly, the ground below them began to glow. Something big was about to happen. The glow from the ground grew brighter and brighter. A giant gate of light slowly opened beneath the friends. From inside the gate came many voices. Children laughing, balloons popping, friends calling each other's names. This is the heart of Balloon Land, the star said softly. All magic begins here. But suddenly, the light flickered. The rainbow balloon shook. If the heart stops shining, it warned. All balloons will lose their colors forever. The friends jumped down together into the light. Inside, they saw a huge crystal balloon. It was cracked and slowly turning gray. What do we do? Max asked. The star answered. Each of you must give your truest feeling. Benny closed his eyes. I promise to be brave, even when I'm scared. Lily whispered. I promise to be kind, even when it's hard. Rosie smiled. I promise to never give up hope. Max laughed and said. I promise to spread joy every day. The crystal balloon began to glow. But the cracks were still there. Suddenly, a deep voice echoed. One promise is missing. The friends looked at each other, confused. What could it be, they wondered. The crystal balloon shook again. And the light started to fade fast. The crystal balloon began to shake harder and harder. One promise is missing. The deep voice echoed again. Suddenly, Rosie stepped forward. She looked at her friends and smiled warmly. I promise, she said softly, to always stay with my friends. And never leave anyone behind. The room went silent. Then boom. The crystal balloon exploded into pure light. Colors filled the sky: red, blue, yellow, green, pink, and gold. The cracks disappeared. The heart of Balloon Land was healed. The rainbow balloon floated high and laughed happily. That was the promise, it said. Togetherness. The sky opened wide, and thousands of magical balloons rose into the air. They floated down to parks, cities, and homes all over the world. Children everywhere laughed and played together. Slowly, the friends floated back to their park. The sun was rising. Everything looked normal again. But something felt different. Benny smiled. Lily hugged everyone. Max laughed louder than ever. Rosie looked up at the sky. High above, one balloon shaped like a heart floated gently. It winked. The friends knew the truth forever. Magic never disappears. It lives in kindness, friendship, and love. And as long as children believe, the balloons will always return.